Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Coming Distractions brought to you by the Nerdpocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Dorian.
Hey, what's up?
All right, guys, we're back. This is the review for Men in Black International. Dorian, you got to see this movie. I did not.
Right.
Tell us the general premise of the story and then your thoughts on it.
All right, so the general premise is basically you have Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is the veteran MIB agent, and you have this new rookie coming on the scene, breaking into the game with Tessa Thompson, and the typical MIB hijinks ensues. Okay. Of course, you have your villain. You know, there's a MacGuffin, there's a plot to it, but that's the basic gist of the movie.
Okay. Now she sees, from my understanding in the trailer, she sees an alien when she's young. They didn't realize she saw it, and so she's been hunting to find out who MIB is this whole time. Right.
And Tessa's, her character, her name is Molly. Her character is pretty smart, very smart.
Right.
So simple fact, so not only was she able to find MIB, she actually built a tracking system. That's not really a spoiler on how to do it. Right. But she eventually finds MIB, kind of shakes them down. Hey, all right, you need me. I found you.
Right.
Come on, put me in the suit. What's up? Let me go.
Right.
And they go from there.
Okay, so it's a pretty basic premise.
Yeah.
So what are your general thoughts on it? What worked? What didn't work?
Yes, let's talk about that.
Why don't we start with what did work first?
What did work? Okay, all right, sweet. So, all right,
let me think about this.
All right, so first off, right off the bat, you have Tessa Thompson as Agent M and Chris Hemsworth as Agent H. Their chemistry is good. They picked
that
up right,
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they picked right up where they left off with Valkyrie and Thor,
right,
and everything. The chemistry is good. They're bouncing off of each other. I think another two characters that were pretty good I enjoyed as well was Emma Thompson as Agent O.
Okay.
Who else? Liam Neeson as an Agent High T.
That's funny.
Because don't forget, this is MIB International, so the branch that has Liam Neeson and Chris Hemsworth is in London.
Right. So they've taken all the letters.
So High T. It's like, all right, come on, dude.
Okay.
But whatever. And
relax.
There's also one other actor. His name was, let me see, Rafe Spall. He was playing Agent C. He's basically an antagonist to Chris Hemsworth character.
Okay.
But those are some good points. I actually definitely wish that we had more Emma Thompson. I liked her as Agent O. She was the one that recruited or basically brought in Tessa Thompson characters.
Okay.
So I liked her. I wanted to see her more. You don't really see her much, but the time she's on the screen, she's good. One other thing I think they did very well was they had nice callbacks to the original MIB.
Okay.
But they didn't rely on the callbacks or nostalgia.
Okay, that's fair.
They were just like callbacks sprinkled in there, for those that have seen the movie. So I think that was like nice, as opposed to rely on one of those nostalgia calls as a crutch.
Right.
So I think it was a good balance. I also do think a good thing was the world building. It was nice to see something different as far as MIB expanding outside of New York City.
Right.
or America for that fact. And also seeing the branch of MIB in London. Seeing kind of all like the new nuances, the slight similarities and differences in both of the departments. And also to seeing the MIB agents go outside of not only just their general areas, but also their clothes. No, it's not always the black suit, black tie.
Okay.
You even have some undercover aspects, almost like a spy thriller, but almost like
a spy element.
It's a spy element to it, and
right.
I think that helps shape the world a little bit more.
Okay, that's fair.
Those are some good things I like too.
So what didn't work?
Oh wait, one last thing that I did appreciate. What's his name? Kamal Nagiani.
He's great. I always like him in anything.
He plays the little alien called Pawnee.
Yeah.
When I first saw him, I was worried. I was like, okay, this is gonna be whack. This is gonna be corny. But as he kept going, his chemistry with Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth, it started to work. It started to pop. A lot of his jokes popped.
Yeah,
for the most part.
That dude is pretty funny.
Yeah,
he's very good.
Yeah. Now,
that was the good. Now give me the bad.
You want the vegetables?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Give me the damn vegetables. All right. Wow.
The list is so long.
That's not that long. No, really. I'll say the jokes. Even though I said Nagiani, his jokes pop. Mm-hmm. A lot of jokes in the movie overall just didn't hit. Okay. Some of them fell flat. there was a few that would like kind of give you a minor chuckle, no belly laughs at all. But I think it's also indicative of the fact that I think the energy was off. It was something about the energy of that movie I could not put my finger on that just didn't. The rhythm just felt off for me. Anyway, and even in the crowd I saw with you heard some laughs, but not a lot.
Right,
it wasn't really going. One other thing I think they missed a point on, or missed the mark on rather, is the CGI.
Really? I'm actually surprised by that.
The CGI looked a little wonky in places.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to say in places, in a lot of places. And at times it really kind of took you out of the movie. Well, I think one of the good things about the original MIB movies, and not to do a whole comparison, it's not better than that. No, it's just not to get on that train. But one of the things they used a lot in the original was necessity. They didn't have the technology.
Yeah, they did practical
effects. Practical effects. Right. So I think this movie is a victim of the technology where, all right, we have technology to do it, but now we might be doing it too much. Yeah, I think it would have benefited more to have a nice blend and combination of practical and CGI.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. And also just again, kind of going back to the world building in the original MIBs, it was a little bit of a lived in sense in the movies. A little bit grimier, almost kind of dark humor to a certain extent.
Yeah, no, it was. That's very true.
Yeah,
very true.
This one is very spit shine, polished. It's clean.
It does look very clean.
It's a little bit overproduced sometimes.
Oh, it's an NBC show.
Yeah, it can be. It can be at times. No. So that was one couple of things that kind of got out of place with me. The villains.
Okay.
There is a main villain. It's called the Hive. That's not a spoiler. It's called the Hive. But the two of the villains that are working with the Hive or for the Hive is Les Twins. I don't know their real names individually, but they're basically kind of world-renowned dancers for Beyonce.
Oh, yeah, those guys. Yeah, okay, I know them.
They dance their ass off. We don't know that for a fact. But them as villains, no. I mean,
they should stick to dancing.
Yeah, and this is not even a spoiler point. There's one portion in the movie where they specifically have this moment where they're dancing, where they're doing their moves, and it was just like,
it doesn't work.
Really, why are we doing this? Why? It was a little too heavy-handed. I know the dancers.
I feel like the idea of giving the villain role to basically first-time actors is probably a bad move. And I understand they probably had this really great idea, but at the same time, being a villain or a hero in a movie, the main of either one of those is a lot to carry sometimes.
Yeah, it can be, and especially for the first time acting, they didn't really say much, but I guess that was a good call by the director. All right, we're going to keep y'all to a very limited space. The plot is another thing. The plot and the story is kind of weak. Not going to kill it too much, because in most movies like this, and most movies in general, there's always going to be a MacGuffin, something you're going after.
Sure.
At some point you're trying to get to, but just the way this story was crafted and the way it was executed, it was weak. It didn't nothing that really stuck to your bones at all.
Okay, you got a score?
Oh man, I will give it. Yeah, I'm going to settle on a 2.5
out of 5.
Yeah, not a.
Very middle of the road.
Not a terrible movie, but damn sure not a good movie. It's like, as you would like to say, it's folding laundry movie.
Yeah.
Grab yourself a fitted sheet and have a ball.
That's the best you could do. All right, 2.5 out of 5 for Men in Black International, and we will see you guys next time.
Oh.
You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.